Back in May, I visited my wife's family in Bulgaria. I hadn't really planned to make a video, but we went and saw so many places, and I ended up with so much footage, I decided I should do something with it all. This will be a long video, so please enjoy my full collection of copyright-free music. Ovech Fortress sits atop the plateau above Prohodna. It was originally built by the Byzantines in the 4th century and inhabited until the 7th century. During this time, it served as a bulwark against invasions from northern tribes. From the 11th to the 14th century, the fortress was held by the Bulgarians. During the First Bulgarian Empire, it was a focal point of many battles and was an established military center during the Second Bulgarian Empire. Due to the multicultural presence in the region, Ovech Fortress was called Prohodna during the Byzantine rule. During the Bulgarian Empire, it was labeled Ovech, meaning Ram Fortress, and during the Ottoman rule in the region, the fortress was called Tash Hisar, meaning Stone Fortress. That's quite the staircase there. Yeah. Whoa, it doesn't get any better. That's why bikes aren't allowed up here.
The wheels too.
Yeah. Woo! I guess this part fell away. Woo! Leaving from Prohodna is this awesome limestone monolith formation that sits on the Tsarevets Reservoir called Wonderful Rocks. There is a road carved through the rocks and you can drive through or walk along the path and take pictures or drone shots. You can also crash your drone trying to fly it through the tunnel. Tsarevets Fortress is located in the city of Veliko Tarnovo, which was the capital of the Second Bulgarian Empire from the 12th century to the 14th century. The fortress was originally built by the Byzantines, and by the late 12th century, the Bulgarian forces had overthrown the Byzantines in the region, using Tsarevets Castle as the headquarters of the Bulgarian forces, in addition to the royal palaces of the new Bulgarian regime. However, by the late 14th century, the Ottoman Empire captured Tsarevets. It remained a center of religion, trade, and administration through the medieval period. It has since undergone major restoration and is a popular tourist destination in Bulgaria. After visiting Tsarevets, we stayed at a nice hotel in the city of Troyan before moving on to our next destination. Prohodna Cave in the Lovech province is a stunning cave formation known for its two eye-shaped holes in its ceiling, called God's Eyes.
Do this and click. Let's remember more Canadian games.
The whole cave is 860 feet long, with large entrances at the southern and northern end, allowing sunlight to shine through the cave's interior. On our way back to Burgas from this leg of the trip, we got caught in a mile-long backup along a 2-lane mountain highway. I decided to fly my drone up ahead to see what was going on. A truck had driven off the road and a recovery effort was in place. The Church of St. Nicholas is a small medieval Eastern Orthodox church in Tsarevets Fortress. It is believed to have been originally constructed in the 11th century, and some archaeologists think it was a smaller cemetery structure connected to a larger church that was torn down during the Ottoman occupation. What do you think of this? Nice way to climb a mountain.
I was like super scared at first.
Wish there was a little bit more of a view, but it's a long ways down. That's cool stuff. Our current elevation is like 7,500 160 feet up. Quite a climb. Wanted to fly my drone up here, but all this cloud coverage, wouldn't be able to see anything anyways, and kind of concerns me flying my drone through a cloud. Wouldn't want it to, I don't know if that would affect how waterproof that drone is. A lot of these snow caps up here still. And I'm kind of thinking that if I just slide down one of those, I'll be able to see one of the lakes. Because eventually, I'll end up in it. Can't see it well. There's just a huge valley. And the trail continues on the snow. The 7 Rila lakes are a group of glacial lakes that sit along the slopes of Rila Mountain. The lake we hiked up to is called the Kidney, and it sits at an elevation of 7,487 feet above sea level. It was no easy hike, and sadly our view was pretty well hindered by a thick cloud coverage on the mountain. However, we got this short break where I was able to launch my drone and get some video from the top of the upper observation point by the highest lake, the Tyr, which sits at 8,317 feet. Flying my drone at these altitudes definitely impacted its performance. It had a difficult time maintaining vertical stability, and the battery life was severely impacted. So if you're wondering if you should fly your drone at high altitudes, you should, with spare batteries. We had a short break in the clouds. You can see them starting to roll back in up through this valley. Well, we overstayed our welcome. Now it's raining. We still got a little bit of ways to go to get down. Whoop.
Please use the bottom again. Was it one left?
Huh?
Was the bottom one left?
Yes. Here's the bottom. Now on to the highlight of the trip for me, this wild ride in the UAZ 469. I have an obsession with Soviet-made vehicles, the UAZ trucks especially. This was our ride to the top of the Eagle's Eye, an overlook of the Rhodope Mountains. And when this machine came to pick us up from the hotel, I was like a kid in a candy shop. The UAZ 469 was introduced in 1971 as a replacement for its predecessor, the GAZ 69. It's powered by a 75 horsepower inline 4-cylinder engine and was designed to go over harsh terrain and be as simple as could be for ease of maintenance or repair. I'm pretty sure the one we're riding in had been converted to run off of propane, and I was enthralled with how low the engine could idle without stalling. This beautiful piece of art runs like a small tractor, leaf springs all around, and old school wagon wheels. It was unstoppable.
Babe.
The Rhodope Mountains are a beautiful mountain range that stretch between the southeastern area of Bulgaria and into Greece. The tallest peak in the mountain range sits at 7,188 feet above sea level, a bit lower than where we were standing at the Rila lakes. A significant number of Bulgaria's hydropower plants are located in this region, with reservoirs and dams all over the area. In Greek mythology, Queen Rhodope of Thrace offended the gods and, along with her husband King Haemus, were turned into mountains as punishment for the crime of comparing themselves and their dominion to that of Zeus and Hera. Just down the road from the village of Yagodina, at the bottom of an awesome canyon drive, sits Yagodinska Cave. Yagodinska Cave is 34,400 feet from entrance to exit, and that's roughly 9,828 washing machines long, in case you were wondering. It is the longest cave in the Rhodope Mountains and the third longest in Bulgaria. Yagodinska Cave was originally mapped out in 1963 by, I'm going to mess this name up, Dimitar Raichev, and the interior of the cave was electrified and opened to tourists in 1982. And that concludes our adventures from this trip. I got to go and see so much all over the beautiful country of Bulgaria with my wife, and I had an absolute blast. I still get giddy thinking about my ride in the UAZ 469. I must have one. They're just incredible machines, and it gave me the justification I needed to throw this video together and upload it to my off-road centered YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. I know it was a long one, and I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what your favorite part was and where you'd like to visit in the comments below.